Why hasn't God judged us? So let me talk to you about a few reasons, possible reasons. When Jonah came to Nineveh and said, in 40 days the city will be destroyed, he didn't even offer a chance to repent. Do you know that? He never said, repent. He just said in 40 days, God's going to destroy the city. But the king got word, and they fasted. They tore their clothes. They fasted for 3 days, and they begged God's mercy. And God had mercy. Jonah was very upset because he wanted Nineveh gone. He actually did not want them to repent. And God said, you're upset. And Jonah said, yes. And God said, there are 80,000 people in Nineveh that do not know their right hand from their left. Now, Bible commentaries that I've read over the years tell us that there was about 1 million people in Nineveh and the surrounding area. That's a lot of people, okay? And there were 80,000, that's 80,000, that don't know their right hand from their left. That's talking about children, okay? They're so young that they literally don't know right from left yet. So God said, in effect, I love kids. I love children. If I bring judgment on this city, like he did on, say, Sodom and Gomorrah or on Pompeii, well, everyone died. You can see in Pompeii, mothers trying to cover their children. In Sodom and Gomorrah, there were small children that were there. Newborns, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, little children who had done nothing wrong. And they were all killed when fire came out of heaven, the sulfur, the burning. So one of the reasons that we have been spared thus far is because of children. God has mercy. Another possible explanation is the people that are grieving and praying and begging God for mercy, like the 10 good men. You know, Abraham negotiated with God, will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? If they're at 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. 10 good men. And God said, I would spare the city for 10. But there wasn't 10. There was Lot and his wife and his daughters. And even they were edgy. I mean, Peter wrote that his righteous soul was vexed. Lot's righteous soul was vexed day after day. Clearly it was vexed, but also he became somewhat corrupted. He offered his daughters to that vile crowd. So one of the reasons that we're still here as a nation is because of God's patience, his love for children. He's long-suffering. I mean, look at Manasseh. He reigned for 55 years. Jeremiah started preaching in the 10th or the 11th year of Josiah's reign. And at one point, Jeremiah said, I've been preaching to you for 27 years. So if you take Manasseh's 55, then the first years of Josiah, that's 65. Then the 27 years, that's 85, 92 years, okay? And the city was still there. Jerusalem was still there. Are you following me? So 92 years of this wickedness, this vile corruption, and God warning them over and over, I'm going to judge you. This temple that is called by my name, I'm going to destroy. The city, I'm going to destroy it. You're going to have famine, sword, pestilence, disease. It's coming. And it just took a long time. But when it came, there was no turning back. When the first captives were taken to Babylon from Jerusalem, the temple wasn't destroyed. The city wasn't destroyed. Even then, the remnant could have repented. But they refused. And so, the hammer dropped. The temple was destroyed. Just about every living thing was killed. They left 30 or 40 people in the city, and then even they fled after they assassinated somebody that was appointed by the Babylonians. It took a while to come, but it came. So we have these hideous crimes against God being being practiced right now. The blood of babies crying from the ground. The crime, the sin of sodomy crying out to God like it did in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. How long will this go on? Roe versus Wade was 73. Obergefell was just recently. Maybe it's going to go on for another 10 years, maybe another 20 years, maybe another 30 years. I don't know. Maybe we'll repent and give God a reason to show mercy. But if we don't repent, it might be 5 years, it might be 10, it might be 20. But judgment is coming. And we should not mistake the patience of the Lord for him not bringing judgment or his approval for our abominable ways. I have been a leader in the pro-life movement for 30 years. And sadly, we have not prevailed in our goal to make it a criminal act to kill an unborn baby. There's reasons why we have failed. I wrote this book, A Humble Plea, to Catholic bishops, to evangelical clergy, and to lay people, explaining where we went wrong and what we have to do to prevail. We've made this available as a PDF online for free. I encourage you to go and download your own copy. Why does a nice guy like me keep getting thrown in jail? I have been arrested almost 50 times and spent over a year of my life locked up in various prison facilities. And I wrote a book, many books. In fact, one of them is called, Why Does a Nice Guy Like Me Keep Getting Thrown in Jail? It's a theological work, answering those who say that the church should not be involved in politics or that we should retreat. I encourage you to get it. In fact, get one and give it to your pastor.